Hi everybody, Andre here, FX Replace. What happened today? 11th of May, supply and demand. Let's see. Now, before we start this, it's just supply and demand is a different strategy compared to Peter Market Maker, Steve Marrow, Pounds of the Mayo, EMAs and all of that. That's why the chart in front of you, the chart you see, is a supply and demand chart. All those Steve Marrow things are gone. So the most important thing to us here is the supply and demand zones, right? I managed to get the lines to behave now, right? That's a zone. It's not colored in because we want to see it piercing the zone, right? We also have the support and resistance fractals here, right? Explain that sometime. We have our day boxes, our sonic candles, right? What I also put in here, I'll take it out, take it. That's our sonic candles, right? Is our whole moving average candles. So let me take it out to show you this. That's a 9 hour moving average. And there's a whole 9, right? The moving average of our 9. So instead of a EMA, we have a HMA, whole moving average. That's a 9 and a 36. And I'm very intimate to these numbers because you find it in my semaphores, you find it on a lot of forums, and I trust them. So just like a EMA's work or PTMM, the HMA's work for me. So when I see something like that, I know that this is a good trade. I can trade this type of scenario, right? But we want to know about retracements, like we have the and the. Well, that's not really a retracement; it's a squeeze, so to say, right? And then we have a retracement here, squeezes here, and we reach the area here. Okay, and we put our semaphores in, and these semaphores give us direction of what's going on in the market. So these are, you can see from the 36 to the 36, it's lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low. And you can see the retracements taking place here. So when you get these signals, you know that, how can I say, let's start taking preventative measures if we're going on a short. Put our zones in, we can see exactly what's going on here. Now those lines up there means that these are fractal support and resistance lines. And where they become important is when you get these fives here and threes, right? And we close that up and you get a three there, it pierced the resistance, right? Pierced it, so it gave a signal. But the five is a momentum increase and it's based off this here. So you can see when the volatility has increased in the market, right? The signals come out, right? This here is an Elliott oscillator. Those who know about Elliott waves, impulse waves, correction waves, and so on. The five, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC corrective. This is here, so I can basically track what's going on. And with this here, these are my confluences that I hand over to you by means of his signals. Okay. So this is the US CAD, and the signals they come, right? But I don't think you guys, if you're a proper supply and demand guy, you're not really going to worry with 30 minutes and 15 minutes and so on. Even though that this is a 1 hour chart, and I'm comfortable trading a 1 hour chart and supply and demand, even a 4 hour. So, and the fours is when it's in the zones, right? When it enters a zone, we create a zone, the supply zone, right? Or it, let's just see if there's anything up here. There's a four, there's a four, there's another four. So it's probably a zone up here. There you go, right? So it's entering those zones there, right? So when it enters these zones, this is time for you to either exit if you're on this retracement, or to wait for it to exit the zone, to enter a short, to go down to another area of interest. This is why we don't do a lot of, how can I say, what if scenarios and it. This is how you look at it and you decide, well, it entered the zone, it exited the zone, where's the next area of interest, area of liquidity, and it was found down here somewhere. It it got retested, but then broke through, right? There's an order block here. I'm not going to really get into order blocks right now. And it broke through this. That's why it's a turncoat resistance now. And then it came down to this area here. What happened in this area, one can well imagine. Right? It's midnight or so. Oh, sorry. It's not midnight now. That's the midnight line, right? So it rested, so to say. And during that Asian session, for the 8 hour, it went up. Here's the London session. There's probably a peak formation high here, and now it's coming down, right? So it's all your analysis of the information I give you. The most important information I give you would be the zones, entering the zone, of volatility increase. If I take these out here, let's take them all out. Let's see if there really is volatility. Right? Remember your sonic candles will tell you that when they're dark, then there's volatility, volume increase. There you can see there, and you get 1 year, that little area there, and is that's a railroad track, and then back up. And now, classic market maker is playing along this area here. In this area, probably the end of the line here, short term, right? And he's gonna either go up, see there's a bigger semaphore behind us. He's a big one. He's a very big one. He's gonna go up now, right? But yeah, I would say so. Coming from there to there and probably on its way up, right? On a 1 hour candle, 4 hour, 1 day could be different depending how you trade. Let's just make this bigger. Right, so back here, let me just move this to the side. Take this out, make it a bit smaller. Right, so you can see the market makers playing in this area. So with this US CAD, you got a signal there's a volume increase. But for today, there was not really any signals happening out here. Right, so let's see if we can find something else. Let's bring Telegram over, supply and demand. And right now, upper 7, there's a gold that's on a volatility increase. Just check that out. Here's gold. 30-minute. Right, let's see. Long buy volatility increase. Well, that was upper 7. It's 10 minutes later, and it's probably it touched here, and now it's not doing it anymore. Right, so upper 7, it was a signal here. But now it's all a matter of you deciding how to trade this. Look at this perfect into the zone, grabbing, opening up limit orders, and probably on his way back up here. Right? The Fibonacci guys will say he'll go 61.8, 50%, 23 point something, I don't know, whatever. Right? Let's just go a bit back today. Let's look for something interesting. 5 o'clock. That's the time American markets are very busy. So I want something midday. Is a GPUSD at 5 to 3. American markets are going to open pretty soon. Let's look at this one. GPUSD 1 hour in a supply resistance zone. You know, you're going to get your signals, you're going to have to analyze, right? 1 hour, and it's here, right? So it's in here, right? Based on the signals here. Man, GPUSD in supply resistance zone somewhere here. What time was that? This thing started going into that zone. It's at 2 o'clock and it's still in that zone. So your signal said to you, oh yeah, I lost it now. Somewhere here. It was here. Well, there's a 4 hour. Here's it here. Just keep it here. Right. This is at 3 o'clock, which is still here. So it's still in the zone. Right. So you're gonna either wait for it to break through here or come down. Right? It's easier. Look for semaphore above or below to assisting decision. Let's put a semaphore up. Sorry, a semaphore. And there's a semaphore, right? And if you put a 36 up, there's a 36 as well. So this is the high for today. Right? If it's a 81 there, then there's something really, probably it's high for the day. And the last one, no, it's really, that's high. Right? So here's probably a retest taking place, spiking to the top, opening up limit orders, taking out stop losses, right? And then on its way down into another area of interest here. Right. That's analysis. That's what you do. These are the signals you get, and you have to analyze now what to do. So, like I said, it's totally different from BTMM. You get told that, when it leaves the zone, and according to Wyckoff, change of character, it breaks out into momentum. You can look at the Elliott wave here, that there's this wave here, this long wave here, and there's your peak. There's it being shown there, right? Okay, after a pause. Yeah. So the Elliott wave, and this is non-repainting from there, which is that there, to there, which is that there. This is this whole run. And that's the end of the impulse moves. Now you're going to get your correction moves. Right. So that's it. I don't know if this is exactly what you want from supply and demand signals, but that's what we're giving at the moment. It's a lot of analysis, I understand. But like I said, you guys trade differently from the BTMM crowd, and they all gung ho. You can see breakthrough, retest, off you go. This is one of your classic supply and demand entries. And that is 131 pips on GPUSD. And if you just take it over into USD, that's a classic entry you guys do. And you've gotten a signal here. There's a momentum, right? Still trying to write one when it leaves the zone, but it's proving to be very difficult. 131. How many pips is it? 151 pips is $1,300, right? So 151 pips is $1,310. That's 18,000 rand. There, right. There's just a signal that came up right now. It's still in the zone. Oh, that's a signal. Right. Let's see how long this took. These are 1 hour candles. Right. To the. That's 11 hours. But 18,000 rand. There you go. Right. So that's how we trade here. Right. You have gotten a semaphore there telling you to get out. There's a 4 going into the zone telling you to get out. There's momentum increase. Even if you never took it from there, say you took it from there, instead of 130 pips, if you took it from here after you've seen this retest and took it to there, it's 100 pips. That's $1,000. That's 14,000 rand, right? From there to there. Okay, so that's what happened in the market today with supply and demand. I hope this is what you're looking for or you want me to explain it to you. But this is, I also trade supply and demand, right? I don't trade these massive 100 pips. I go in and I just, like I said, grab my 20 pips. My 20 pips gives me 3,000 rand for the day and I'm gone, right? Yeah, I'm somewhere here and I'm gone. Off to jump, off to the driving range, whatever I do, right? I don't know, but I'm not all the way up here, right? It's all up to you how you trade it. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow with what happened today. Cheers.